Hello guys from Open Gate, everything's fine with you, with us, everything's okay. We are following here João Paulo dos Frutos do Cascamento. Alright, enjoy and follow him on Instagram at jp.cascamentobovino. Follow us on Instagram. Guys, we are going to accompany João Paulo dealing with this Nellore cow that, well, it needs no comment. It's a very difficult animal to handle and to get into the equipment. It's an animal that most likely after finishing the procedure will leave it here angry. So she doesn't like to stay here, doesn't like to position. However, it's necessary that she spends here for at least 10 to 15 minutes to that João can give her his treatment. Three of her hoofs are normal, but on the back, well, it grew a lot and we had a big flash here for, well, I'll let João explain better what could have happened in this case. What do you think it could have happened here, João? Danilo, in this case, it is a little difficult to say what the initial cause of the problem was, but apparently observing the shape of the hoof, we know, well, it may have been an initial abscess that was not treated and ended up, reaching reaching the soft tissue in, well, probably it started to hurt, and the defense system itself, the animal's organism, starts to want to expel this bacteria, causing this. And it looks like a lot like digital hyperplasia, but it's not hyperplasia. That looking at the balance in the middle, we can see that it has some worms. And hyperplasia comes from the internal thread from the middle of the interdigital space outwards, but this is more located on the side. And in this case, it's not hyperplasia as much as it seems. It is not. In other words, the animal begins to weight much more at the back, thus generating a greater growth in the sole, and it needs more at the back, causing the digit to have an abnormal growth of the hoof and this point aspect and upwards. This is like the self-defense of pain. She steps a lot with the back part. The animal has now been anesthetized, so it is no longer feeling anything in the part. So as not to feel pain, we are going to hoof this part. We're going to correct her hoof footsteps so that she can walk comfortably and remove that spongy flesh with a dressing, injectable anti-inflammatory medication and antibiotics for pain and for the animal's recovery. That's it, guys. So all the care will be taken and the animal will spend 10 to 15 minutes in the equipment. And João is always careful so that animal does not stay in the equipment for too long. So she gets a little angry at the moment. So there is no other way because it's very dangerous, guys, and it is very angry, this animal. So if you try to do it outside the equipment, the chances are very high that the hoofer gets hurt and that the animal itself ends up hurting itself too. So this is necessary to do the containment in the proper equipment. Not only out, right, Danilo, because the equipment itself is often dangerous. We see cases in one of the previous videos in which the boy ended up neglecting himself and had an accident. So that's it. However much the animal is contained and has its head and forelimbs tied, you can see that he managed to move. So he can't hit himself, so it is still dangerous. In other words, there is no 100% security in this case, exactly. We have a similar case to this on the channel where the both hoofs have grown a lot, and in the case, well, if it's not the same, it's bigger than the other case that we passed it on to you. You notice the difference that it's already being made in the hoof, only that João is removing the excess of what was coming out upwards, and it's also correcting the way the animal walks so that it steps correctly on the ground.
vendo o outro animal lá.
John takes a very good care with the hygiene of the animal for healing the wounds because, guys, there can be no dirt left because all these can interfere, with the healing of the wound. So João does a very well done cleaning, and then a bandage will also be carried out, where it will be sealed, and guys, it will not be possible to enter water or dirt for around 20 to 30 days.
Olha aí, pessoal.
Guys, João is almost finishing the hoof completely. He has already removed all the excess that was both growth and also the spongy part that had grown in the hoof. João also added a bat for her because her noticed that it was a little flaccid under the hoof, so now she will put her weight on that bat and not on the digit, facilitating the healing and evolution of this treatment. So now we are going to apply a long-term dressing where we are using here hoof care and and terramycin to help it. So guys, these products are excellent in which they are used here, and they end up working out, and how it is working, it is cool. So they continue to use these products and return of our videos for you to follow, and you have already seen that they work because the treatments work, and we like to emphasize that there is no need to discard the animal due to hoof problems, because here in our region this is very done, and people end up discarding a lot of animals due to hoof problems. And increasingly in partnership with Brutus do Casqueamento, we are proving that there is no need for that. Now it's time to release the animal. Let's see how the animal will react. Well, she left very calm and peaceful. Yeah, I believe she ended up getting a little tired. And she saw the boosted animals nearby. It left her calmer. The animal has been in a lot of pain, and in this case, when there is pain, it is very difficult for the animal to generate fat. So the animal can eat and, eating very well, but it doesn't create fat because it does not absorb nutrients from the food. But now the injectable medicine and antibiotics will be made inflammatory for pain and recovery in 30 days. God willing, everything will be fine. That's it, folks. João will be returning in 20 to 30 days for a review. Just look at the two machines that were made for hoofing that João has already worked on this tree. Well, guys, I hope you have enjoyed this video. Stay with God, everyone, and see you in the next video, God willing. Our motto is to listen to those who have no voice to be heard.